We're getting some more reactions coming in, and this time we see that once again the U.S. President Joe Biden has reacted on the Cybertruck fire incident, and he says, and I quote here, that we are tracking the explosion of a Cybertruck outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. Law enforcement and intelligence community are investigating this as well, including whether there's any possible connection with the attack in New Orleans. So far, there's nothing to report on that score at this time. Biden also says, I directed my team to make sure every resource is made available to federal, state, and local law enforcement to complete the investigation. Let's have a look at and listen into what Joe Biden had to say.
We're tracking the explosion of a Cybertruck outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. Law enforcement and the intelligence community are investigating this as well, including whether there's any possible connection with the attack in New Orleans. Thus far, there's nothing to report on that score at this time. I directed my team to make sure every resource is made available to federal, state, and local law enforcement to complete the investigation in New Orleans quickly and to make sure there's no remaining threat to the American people. And we'll support the people of New Orleans as they begin the hard work of healing.
A devastating plane crash in South Korea has left the world in shock. Harrowing footage, critical clues from the black boxes, and a desperate mayday call has now made this tragedy very, very, very mysterious, and more questions are being raised. What went wrong during those final moments in the sky? Here's a full report as we track the story very closely.
All 179 victims of the tragic Jeju air crash in South Korea have been identified as of Wednesday morning, according to the South Korean government. Authorities have confirmed the extraction of the cockpit voice recorder. The data is now being converted into audio for analysis. The Boeing 737-800 crashed during landing at Muan International Airport. Located 290 kilometers southwest of Seoul. An apparent landing gear failure caused the plane to touch down without its wheels, skidding off the runway and crashing into the outer barrier. The fuselage broke apart, igniting a massive fire in what has become South Korea's deadliest aviation disaster in nearly 3 decades. The aircraft touched down without deploying its landing gear, skidded across the runway and collided with a concrete wall. Eyewitnesses described hearing a loud bang followed by multiple explosions as the plane burst into flames. 2 crew members were miraculously pulled from the wreckage. Authorities continue to investigate the exact cause of the crash, examining all possible factors, including the reported bird strike and weather conditions. The Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport has assured a thorough investigation to prevent such tragedies in the future. As the nation mourns this devastating loss, families of the victims await answers and accountability.